Behind me is the Model Y Performance. This thing is beautiful. It just, wait a second. Wait, that's the wrong car. This is not the Model Y Performance, although it looks just like the Model Y Performance, which is crazy. Let me go ahead and fix that real quick. Look at that, it's like the exact same looking car. That's crazy, bruh. All right, that's better. With the starting price of $70,000, this is the Model Y Performance Edition. It blasts from 0 to 60 in only 3.5 seconds, and it can beat cars double or triple the cost. And on the other side, starting at $66,000, we have the Model Y Long Range. It can go 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, which is still really fast. But with Tesla, you either go big or go home. So the real question is, should you pay an extra $4,000 to upgrade from the Model Y Long Range to the Model Y Performance? Well, stick around to find out. What is up, guys? It's Chris with Everydaychris, and welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe, and as always, like the video. Now, from afar, these two cars look actually very similar. This is one reason why I really wish Tesla would differentiate performance models from regular models, aside from the simple things like wheels and a spoiler. I mean, you're paying $4,000 more. Just give me something different. You do get some sexy exterior differences, however. For one, you have the giant 21-inch Uber turbine wheels with these beefy red performance brake calipers. But because the rims are so big, it's easy to curb rash them, and you get a slightly bumpier ride. Second, you get the Matrix LED headlights instead of the projector ones. This allows for cleaner headlight spread as well as possible future upgrades, which allows more safety features like adaptive high beams. Some car manufacturers charge a ton of money for these Matrix LED headlights, so it's cool that they finally included it in the Model Y Performance. Now, I have a separate video where I compare the Model 3 versus the Model Y. Overall, if you want more detailed specs, check out my Model 3 versus Model Y video. In that video, I talk about how the Model 3 and Model Y share about 70% of the same parts. For the Model 3 at least, it comes standard with those Matrix LED headlights, so you would think the Model Y Long Range would have that as well. However, unfortunately, the Model Y Long Range only has the projector headlights. Third, you have a real carbon fiber spoiler, as well as a red line under the dual motor badge. It also comes with a slightly lowered suspension and, of course, aluminum sporty brake and accelerator pedals. But these days, there are Tesla accessories everywhere, so you can get most of these things at a fraction of the cost. So today I'm gonna be breaking down everything for you between the Model Y Long Range and the Model Y Performance, from ride quality, range, and daily driving. First off, if you didn't know with Tesla, you have to pay to play. Right now, if you wanted a Model Y Long Range, you're looking at a delivery date window between December to March of 2023. However, with the Model Y Performance Edition, you can get it now or within a month. So that's the first question I tell people. Number one, can you afford it? And number two, how badly do you want the car? If you need a car right away, consider their most expensive models, as those are the models they really want to get out to customers first. Now, this one I really want to get out of the way: range. The Model Y Long Range has an estimated range of 330 miles, while the Model Y Performance has an estimated range of 303 miles. Now, on long road trips, you have Tesla superchargers everywhere. You don't need to be concerned about losing 15 miles of range. However, what about daily driving? With Teslas, you can't charge a car to 100% every day because it will kill your battery faster. So let's just say 80% is our daily charge limit. With the Model Y Long Range with 19-inch wheels, you're looking at around 264 miles of usable daily range. With the Model Y Performance, however, you're looking at around 242 miles. And honestly, that's not bad at all. However, you can't forget about battery degradation. Over time, after you charge your car and drive the car a little bit, the batteries do degrade, so you lose about 5 to 10% of range. This decreases your range for the Model Y Performance to around 230 miles of daily driving, and for the Model Y Long Range, you're hovering around 251 miles. And for daily driving, 20 miles can be a lot. I mean, for me, we had a Prius Prime before, and I think the battery only had 20 or 25 miles, and it was able to take us from point A to point B one way, but that was it. Overall, though, the range hit isn't the biggest deal. Now, getting a fast new car is nice and all. You floor it and it gives you a thrill like no other. But honestly, you kind of get used to it. You floor it only when you need to. And then you realize other things, like when you do floor it, you do wear your tires faster, which means more maintenance and new tires. And those bad boys aren't cheap. Now, one thing between the Model Y Performance and the Model Y Long Range is the tire sizes. For the Model Y Performance, the tire sizes are different in the front and back. My wife had a sports car before with different tire sizes, and that was a pain in the butt. First off, you can't really rotate the tires, you just have to cross-rotate them. Secondly, if you get a flat in one tire, it's super annoying to deal with because of the different tire sizes. It's a headache and it makes life more difficult. However, because the Model Y is a performance vehicle, you get the super grippy tires that I love. The Michelin Pilot Sport All Season 4s as standard. I do have a separate tire video where I discuss different tire sizes as well as towing with the Model Y Performance, so make sure to check that out. So considering all that, having a 3-second car isn't really necessary, but it's really fun. I will say that the Model Y long range can easily get you on the freeway or on-ramp or past a slow car, no problem. Even though the Model Y long range isn't that fast, because it's an electric car, it has so much torque, so it's always nice to pull up to a red light and see all those Gen Z babies in their Subarus and super fast cars and smoke them. Now, even though the Model Y long range does have a slightly lower suspension, because the batteries are so heavy and low to the ground, you don't really notice the crazy suspension handling difference between the Model Y long range and the Model Y Performance. However, when I did drive the Model Y Performance, I didn't notice too much of a difference in ride quality. It may be because the tire pressure was set a little low to around 40 PSI, because honestly, the Model Y Performance suspension wasn't that at all. Testing out the suspension. I mean, everyone says it's really bumpy, but with this 40 PSI tire pressure, it feels very smooth. Like, I don't feel like it's that crazy. Very surprised, because you would think with these giant rims, it would feel really bumpy. However, to be honest, it feels really good. At the end of the day, running a lower tire pressure does decrease the efficiency slightly. However, it definitely improves the ride quality in the Model Y Performance. For me, in my Model Y long range on 19-inch wheels, I run my PSI around 45, 46, and it definitely feels bumpier. With the newer Model Ys, not just performance vehicles, you get a lack of passenger lumbar support. And according to Elon, it's because nobody used it. You also get an updated interior camera, and you get a faster Ryzen chip. I mean, this thing is so fast. Just look at the startup time comparison. But aside from that, the interior remains the exact same as the Model Y long range. The Model Y Performance that I do have has the updated interior with the trim extending into the door, and it does look sexy though. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the old or new interior? Let me know in the comments below. So aside from performance, exterior differences, and price, the Model Y Performance and the Model Y Long Range has the exact same interior. Both the Model Y Long Range and the Model Y Performance come with either a black or white interior. One thing, if you didn't notice, with the black interior, it does look darker on the inside. And I really like the premium white interior because it just looks nicer, although it is a $1,000 upgrade. But it definitely opens up the cabin and it's definitely brighter. I also upgraded my rims with replica rims, as well as painted my brake calipers blue. I do have a separate video on that, so check that out if you want to change up your Gemini wheel cover look. Now, getting a fast car is nice and all, you floor it and you get a thrill like no other. Okay, we're gonna be going here, and I'm just gonna floor it in 3, 2, 1. Woo-hoo! Holy my eyes! My God, that's fast. One thing that nobody really thinks about when they get a Model Y Performance or any performance vehicle versus a regular version is car insurance. Because the Model Y Performance is #1 expensive and a performance vehicle, the insurance usually costs more. I will say at the end of the day, driving the Model Y Performance is super fun to drive, although you do get slightly decreased range. If I could afford it, I probably would have gone with the Model Y Performance vehicle because it's just so much more fun to drive. But again, like I said, at the end of the day, those fun things don't last, and you do get kind of tired of them for daily driving. So the Model Y Long Range is also a solid choice. I know with our Model Y Long Range, having those smaller 19-inch wheels definitely helps our efficiency, and we go on so many long road trips, so it really helps. However, in the end, choosing the Model Y Performance versus the Model Y Long Range comes down to how quickly you need the car, as well as the price. But with the long range Model Y, having that added miles is always a good idea. And of course, if you always want a bigger rims or lowered suspension, you could always go with aftermarket parts. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.